Hello everyone, welcome back. This is the second part in a series of videos that I'm attempting to revive the FRR-33 station, and the R-391 in front of me is part of it. What we have seen in the previous video is that we had some mechanical damages. The input filter were leaky. The internal wax was also leaky. So I have restuffed that, and that seems to work. Now, the next step is to check the auto-tuning system. The auto-tuning system is a very complex mechanical unit which provide the receiver itself the facility of 8 channels that the operator can select, and the receiver automatically will tune to the preset frequency. Now, this particular receiver, it's off from a very, very long time and have absolutely no information about the state. It seems to work, but I'm afraid that we might have some problem, since I already have seen signs of rework in the mechanical section. And I also have noted that I have a problem here with the zeroing mechanism that should make me possible to properly zero the kilocycle dial here, and it's not working. So I'm presuming that we might have some problem with the mechanical section. So without further ado, let me apply plus 24 volts and see if it works. The auto-tuning system can be tested without the receiver switched on, so I will perform this test without the AC voltage line in. So we will only see the motor running. So let's plug the power supply. I will apply a low voltage. Should be driven with 24 volts, but I will drive with very low voltage, let's say 7-8 volts, in order to prevent any mechanical damages if there is something that is wrong. So let me grab all the things and make the setup and make the test. So this is the plus 24 volts input terminal. The other lead is on the ground. So let me raise up the voltage, let's say to 8 volt, and let's see what it does. Well, actually should also, channels seems to read channel 5, but at this point I should have some movement, and I don't. So let's check the fuse. Should be the plus DC 20 amps. Let's see the fuse. Yeah, completely blown out. That's not a good sign. So let me grab another fuse and see what it does. I now have a brand new fuse, 5 amps. All the mechanisms in the front panel here are unlocked, so the auto-tuning should be free to turn. Let me raise up the voltage. And yes, okay, it's 5 volts, 0.8 amps. Okay, let me turn it around and see if we can have some action here. Okay, that's not good. Increase a bit, but clearly it's turning, should reverse by itself. It's continuously rotating, and yeah, something is wrong here. Oh, should be on. Also, this is not working. Yeah, let me stop here. Yeah, clearly we have some mechanical problem, and yeah, once has reached the bottom, as it did, should reverse the motor rotation and go to the selected channel switch. And for sure, to fix the problems, must be removed the front panel. And it's a bit annoying, but there is no other way, I think. So let me make some additional tests, but for sure I need to remove it. Well, my predictions were correct. Mechanical damages start right outside in the knob. This I don't believe is an original situation. Might be wrong, my supposition. However, it was so over-tighted that it was impossible to remove it. Luckily, I've been able to slide it out, so I can now remove the clamps. And also this Bristol screw here has been badly damaged in the hexagon. However, it's okay now. This doesn't look original. However, I'll try to fix back again and save the knob. That's for sure not original. This is a metric screw. So this is something that has been done here in Europe, for sure. And I think I found another problem here. As you can see, this seizure is bent, is damaged. Those two fingers are badly misaligned. So I think, yeah, there are additional mechanical damages here. So I should have removed all the required knob for the front panel removal. So should be enough like that. So let me remove all the screws and tilt down the front panel. The removal of the front panel has been quite straightforward. And by the way, I believe that to reach the auto-tuning mechanism must be removed also the RF deck here, the RF sub-chassis. And moreover, I need to remove it in order to clean the band switch that has a dirty contact. So yeah, I will go ahead with the removal of it. The removal of the first BNC has already revealed the problem, since the internal connection here, the pin, it's completely detached from the wire, and it has been pressed down there, but can't remove from in. Yeah, it's broken the wire, so must be repaired. This don't know how it could be that was working. To complete the RF deck disassembly, I need to remove also those BNCs over there, and this one. This is the power cord that feed the RF deck. By the way, there is a joint here. The removal of RF deck is complete, with a bit of struggling to remove the bottom BNC that comes from the PTO. And now is completely exposed the auto-tuning mechanism. This is the head of kilocycle, and this is the head of my megacycle, and this is the electric part, and this part is the one that is responsible to lock the motor to the proper channel selection. And there is internally a series of micro switch that control the motor itself. The problems seems that I'm facing with this, with the channel selection, seems that comes from here. Here clearly somebody has been in before me, as all the wirings here has signs of works. So I think, well, on the maintenance manual it has been suggested to take note of the wirings and the places where they are soldered in order to remove this part. I am also seeing here it's missing one screw. So for sure somebody has been in, hopefully will not miss something inside. So I will remove all the wirings, take note of that, a lot of pictures, and then I will remove this Autotune mechanical and electrical section. I have removed all the wirings, and I'm a bit scared, despite I have taken notes and made a lot of pictures, but there are a lot of wirings here, and hoping that the person that has removed before me all the wirings has soldered back in the correct position. So if I will not find anything wrong inside here, I'll probably have to check that the wirings are properly routed. Well, as we have seen before, it's missing one screw. So let's see, this screw is also bent. So that reveals that heavy hand on this unit. Let's see what we have inside. Okay. So, well, at least nothing is missing here. These are two. It's not easy to get illuminated inside. That is on. Okay, so we have two micro switches here. One is the reverse switch, and the other one is the stop switch. This is the channel sort of triggering, if I'm not mistaken. As we can see, it's making contact only when jump down from the tooth. So let me grab the schematic and see how it should works. The emitter is on the what I believe to be stop switch, and if I move the gear, I should have some live sign, which I don't. If I turn on the other side, no live sign. So this switch for sure doesn't work. Let me turn on the other side and see if I can find some live sign on this side. Okay, here at least we have a contact which goes away if I switch, make the gear turning and make the switch operate. So let's see if I can reach the other section. Yeah, this seems to work. Okay, so this switch seems to work. It's just the other side that doesn't work. That is a very difficult task to find a replacement. So I need to repair this, and this will for sure requires the complete disassembly, which is quite difficult. So let me work on it. Well, I'm not sure if it's really visible on camera, but there is a very tiny space between those blades that coming out and the shell of the switch itself. And I've been able to spray some contact cleaner down there. I have checked the other contact, and the other contact is fine. So hopefully the contact cleaner has fixed the problem here. It's still wet from it. Okay, let's test with the meter. So let's apply the meter leads. And yes, we already have a contact. It's working. Wow, that is really good. Really, really good. Okay, so at this point, there is only to clean the contact here, reassemble everything, and test. Well, I've just discovered another interesting thing. All those screws are loosened. So it seems that the entire casting here has been removed, or at least attempted to do that. And I wonder if there is any other kind of surprise that I can find behind that. Everything is back in place. All the wirings is reattached. The mechanical synchronization has been done correctly as required from the manual, but unfortunately the auto-tuning mechanism is continuing to misbehaving and never stop. So I'm afraid there is some mistake in the wiring or some other faults and need to be traced down with the aid of the schematic and a lot of patience here. There are many wirings to be controlled. Cleaning the channel switch has not fixed the problem, but studying a bit more the circuit diagram, it seems that those wirings are not original. And I wonder, this is the control relay, which is right, this relay, K102, and I wonder if there is some mistake here. I see something strange here that, well, it seems that it might be an error in the wiring. Luckily, we have the relay itself schematic, so we may find a clue how to fix it up. This is what I have done. I have removed the negative side of the supply of the control relay, so it is the number 1, this blue colored wire. And now if I change channel, it properly set the channel. So something is still wrong here. Well, unfortunately, I suspect I found the problem. I'm currently connected to the relay, and I'm reading 1.2 ohms between contact 4 and 7, and as I drive the relay and make the relay, can you hear that? Never change here. So it seems that we have a problem in the relay. There is some melted contact that prevent the relay itself to come back into the released condition. So must be replaced the relay, no chances. So let's see if I can remove it and make some repair, but I think it's a sealed one, so there is no chance to repair it. I removed the relay and I'm currently connected with the meter between pin 4 and 7, which they shouldn't be in contact. They should be in contact 4 and 3. And if I drive the relay, you can see the meter. Let's see if I can zoom out a bit. So if I drive, no changes. So the relay is faulty. That is a real pity. Well, before to give up, I have tapped strongly onto the relay shell, and now I don't have anymore the short circuit, so the contacts are free now. And if I drive, now switch. Now, at this point, there is a matter of reliability, but I think it's back in business. Another point that I forgot to mention, that these two wires over there, the motor wires, has been swapped. So in the manual has been stated that A2 and F2 should be connected together, and it was not in this way, it was in the opposite. So that also might be a problem. I have reassembled everything. The relay is back in its place. Now the motor is not rotating continuously. By the way, one of the armature of the motor is continuously powered up, and that's not correct. And if I change channel, nothing happened. But if I trigger the relay this way, negative, the motor starts and then stop to the channel. So we are going in the right direction, but I believe there is another mistake here in the wiring. So that is been really messed up. Well, despite the miswiring fixed, I'm still having trouble here onto the Autotune mechanism, and I suspect that the relay is internally damaged, so I will check each contact. Yes, the relay is damaged. It's still in short circuit between pin 2 and 3, and it should open between pin 2 and 3. So should be only connected when it's triggered. I think I need to replace this. Well, clearly find a replacement of this kind of relay. It's quite difficult, if not impossible. So I decided to open it up as for the filter. And it is soldered around the bottom base here, but there is also this support here that is soldered together with the shell. And to remove this, I have to use a very microscopic gas flam, which allow me to remove all the solder joint and with minor damages onto the paint of the relay. So what I'm going to do now, well, clearly all the contacts has been cleaned, and I'll show you how melted were with some picture right now. So at this point, I will reinstall this. All right, everything is back in place, and channel selector indicator is in place. Number 3, the wiring is back in place. Need to be cleaned up a bit over there, but everything looks fine. So let's try it. Take care of your ears, will be noisy. And yes, the whole process is finished. It's a bit longer than normal. I'm driving at 15 volts instead of 24. The power supply that I'm using can rate maximum 3.5 amps, but this need when invert the motor need an higher current, so will not be able to stop the unit because of the relay is not trigger anymore. Wait a minute. I've just discovered another issue. There is a miswiring here. It's swapped channel 2 and channel 1. So the whole unit is working, but I need to swap the wiring here. So let's repair that. Let's see, it should stop at channel 1. Yes, it's aligned. Perfect. Let's check over there, and indeed it is on channel 1. So I will check thoroughly again, but I believe it's okay now. So quite happy it's repaired. Yeah, I think it's okay. In the next video, I will take care of this RF unit, put back in the instrument, the radio, and yeah, we will make some alignment and see how it performs. So thank you very much for watching. See you very soon.